mu achese eno ye wa oni power honorable Eric and I can say the near busu oh my Ghana ha chese bin see that say ya wo my Ghana no eno ye nkomo ba ko a and na the base for so enra omo pa mo headquarters ho entuma eno so nkomo ba ko a eno so and enra store back be more Dubai KTR Dubai.
I see. How many done I say Oma at the passo actually. And the issue of Adriania Boone. But before I was talking about issue be same refi. Me can want some nay and come out on the public accounts committee.
Okay.
Or maybe PM wa Shanti Regina or more me who so be sa assembly me here Ghana for you. May I believe say the public accounts committee no meaning say article Gina so the TU say then Gina so the T and we should go and look at it again. Because me who say more or less no you see okay almost you to me Jessica the more minor but the approach no more so the Jessica and I disagree with them because say public accounts committee yate na ye say but aya ye digina so nyina na say ebetumi ahwe na oman no akontabuo ene ne ematumi akoso pepepe de a adan na kwasi obi ekoko di ne bone na obi na be answer
what was that
there and you see atoda ya na medwene ho a menhye ntene ma biase because the public accounts committee na say a parliamentary body that ensures government accountability by examining the auditor general's report for public expenditure almost scrutinize how ministers department agencies utilize public funds enti say key functions ni be also one examine the auditor general report. The primary role is to scrutinize an audited account of the government expenditure. 4.1 nko it means say omu ye hwehwemu wo aban ni sika ya spende because see wona oye MC or you are the morning show host of HFM uni ho ukọ maba me ba ya obi ba bebisa say na me ni he ba bia o obi bebisa say kwasike say de no osie na adwuma me makirikire mu a basi ukire mu yeyi me nhye da nte ho na senti eno ana one yeru Frank Yabua edi nkomo no na sa de no ma pe hu mu ya che still have not gotten the answer say adenti ni yenye ni say nipa na ono na personal issues ni see no so kofia we should call him come and answer certain but do baby ya na hard unse mostly na public accounts committee ni ya na the vice deputy ranking also and ya na oye in charge mostly na no the oye opposition no ono and ye in charge nti unse and they know abena o say asar first no na ye bibi kluche avezi that honorable no ono na ye because that time no na NPP na power ntina ono no opposition when this ono na ye na honorable abena o say asar enso na ba betiki position no a and they know utimu say yes or your vocal part or kasabat there are certain things why me so mo esin o mo kon hu ntini no mo bisa me hu nse me u bisa answer mo bi wo ha say me ya no enye e bi atenament o mo dwumadie no ase because we know fa ne say ene obi abaye MC me van say bia 1 year ni obi wo kra no a say bi wo ba ye kra nkrata asem ho den ma no the MCs ni bebre wo ha akenkan ni atworo ne ne ma no eduru ba bia onim say political appointment no ho den ma no it is such a person obey then will go through ade akoso bia mfinhia nwotwe ana mfinhia nan na wo sinipa no meyi nsem bia no ya na no de sa na esi onye nko na esi o sa omo batwa mu ko esi omo so be answer omo so ba ko ye ne de eti adan ne yentimi nye bibi se nipa na ono no otena asese ne ya MCC omo osisi ya so obi di boni bi obi bibi happen under an administration na say ya to aba na aban se we should call this MC or tia konwa sisi to come and answer dan say ya na ye kofa omo ba foforo ni e bise omo nsem obi wa odimi say asem na wo bisa no bi kura won hye da ni hu ayi bia obo say na oye mfomso no okekan kan se bi odwene ho a me were the right person no is there me e jai the right
no say no me bisa no the explanation or the mind here say o say no na ya oba na sa na ehu behia say sani pakon e ba no no refer to the attorney general
mana
to send a what if you are by Muslim. So on a cobas we hear us and our audience.
Omodo obeko.
Attorney General.
Yes.
The honor just a honor for net.
But I think say they are the people ebia over accounted to adiena oh yeah no oko unua we ono so ba the ono so yeah no ono so na bra so an ya frɛ no ne aba bebisa na niema ono so yeah no so ba be yi ano I think see yeah no saa ebia ibenya smooth yi dan the way ade ani si ko ne si ya na che madwene pa ma medwene ho a me nhye dan tia se ti yetimi nya resource na ye pɛ ne de because ebia na resource a ye pɛ se ye nsa kapa no yentimi nya because the right person is there and the right person ho na mum no ebisa what I me who ne say bia they are not the right people as ebisa omo nsem even though there are certain issues ubetumi ebisa omo betumi ayi ano say ne oba mpanimfo ano mo assembly ho ano mo ye adwuma no mo ho they are there so if it is them and ebisa
the average person will hear no more times than yes throughout their lifetime. You can't move that fast. But what if you said no to all those no's? What if you decided you can go that fast? And that everyone else should wait because it's your turn now? What if you decided to be fearless? Because the only thing scarier than no is a yes. Fearless. Embrace the thrill.
it's a serious thing. A political party formation is a serious business. Movement is a serious business. So after doing everything, then you go back in and now when
you are Bruce. What a general. O chairman who knew when you be gari otina when near her. Obetna what that is soon sutade is Bruce.
So what I saw the organizers, they shouldn't have allowed that thing to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yes. The organizers no. You see, once at least you need to get people like or more there are certain things that shouldn't happen. Because for fun say you are not serious. Because say oh party huntuma, ako float, how prepared you are. That's why I said say political party formation is a serious business. What does it mean? Now demonstrations ne float no Ntina make say office no efe saa ne ma ni nyina wom but enura in particular being the first day obodo omo ho kire Ghana for that thing shouldn't have happened. Yes. So me and organizers no ho I will never allow that thing to happen because the impression be creating say as a we are not serious, as a we are joking, as a hotel be as we are saying na just nsuo mu no mo pa dware no mo koda ho because enura no is a message I was sending across to Ghanaians say nkofo meka omanyuku no we say that thing obi huna ebebu na bam because if as I serious because now okay the basic one will not be happy with you but I'm looking at their face and tell them the truth.
More the first office almost swimming pool
no office ye nware o ye koye adwuma o office say ya ba adwuma mu ha pass esi e we hai na radio station swimming pool so da ha kwesi kasa kakra obeba no dem na ne to soro masa ere asemni
obekwe da ko bia na mai gum omhihye bikini
dabi eti na me ka say ade na o ho no eye because edifice no ye nsi ni say bia party because a party be see I am not sure say obey include this area and account because it's a different matter. Your baby be a party be hotel. Party na si hotel and I guest house be baby I know there ebi a yako program bi yako baby a yako relax ya ho yako gi ani no no different but office I be operate from no there I was not expecting say enkrofo pia abonteno no kanura no mo de adware ka ho na adware de ni kwan so mo de kan ti mi hu mrantie ni bia na mo dansuo mu dware na me say oh yes sir enkrofo beka say unye serious don't do that man konko dware because o message na wo kan ya kire Ghana for tell Ghanaians for them to know say you are coming, you are prepared, you are coming to do something. And who be say our friend Apostle between the movement what was say court to send be abem say opani na ni din what document na so on na ye omo former acting general secretary because am na kasada me na interview that enti me hu say ni din wa ase na em say ono na or ye suspended nkofo ni bia ono na join the ejako no mu eno omo no so omo ko register enti omo de court say eni kwa say ero tibonsu no mu no use say din Ghana first no David the base no say so omo no so omo ko register the base Ghana first and we so the base movement the word base no any colors no you see almost colors ni nyina the same it has to now why in a court over money to me say the word base no use no we are waiting to hear from Supreme Court. Do you get it?
Interesting.
And I think say if they have anything to do they should sit down together because they are all fighting for the same or common goal. They are all fighting to get Honorable Kennedy Japan to be their leader. So a cool fight or therefore because fight or therefore then what is the essence of the fight? The rules say omode na kwa kwa say ye wi a ye nyina na ye kunu ne or therefore kwasiki say na ye pende ne ade ne ye nyina ye nka mum ne nware be ma baako na nye yi o ti ase dan say ye be kom tokwa na ye kunu ye nyina so no nipa baako ne ye pe no so if bibibi wo ho mbetumi atena so no mo hu kwan mbefa so mbe kasa na unse eye saa bi mu a point number 2 say the be ya make us performance and the perception be ba say na mokura mo ba sesi ya mpo and am tokwa si mu ntema sesi no asema kopi court we say ku oni ya media we say ya media no and ye train no chena be ye so
ban say na ye binu mu de
ayefo oh ba say me say we na e ya nipa hihye akiri because a Jacko can never form a political party without nipa otanachi. The base Ghana first was a base can never go to Supreme Court without backing be. I do a now we have chambers no chamber no crown one more a no crown even though only so here Najuma. Understand me call Obia me person them asem call the call but the man call for junior same be say say no e binu so share chire e bojam say the be ya and no ade no confusion be bam na bia ntitimu then aba na into because the more the base ne succeed no the more abia a collapse baby so the best say baby so am nti so omo pani ye dia mere mafutuo ne say omo nka omo humum na watimi wakabe ya suspend obi be ye we no days no is too early. It's too early for them to start on that note. Almost starting as on radio on person munyan because omo vision, omo mission, omo asem omo kan dey akere Ghana for because Ghana say they yakana no two political parties say omo capitalize on mine for so many years. I believe say bia so China bi na political party for no so about ideologies ne niam o dey ba na yesronko a ebema NDC NPP no so kro ma sheke un say ye to abawi a enye automatic say ye den as NPP an wini NDC ba wini because see ya te Ghana has see aba ye kwa akoto no 2028 NDC wo gidie so ba wini MPP so ba wini but MPP no kwa bia obetimi asuro kakra so say Ghana de onim Ghana for abato 8 years the yankan 8 years because sika MPP go pump the 2028 election enye the same as 2032
sure
because say no obi was sika ko be pump kra enye bebre say because him say Ghana abato ne bia say na sitie but the year na ebia ye want another political party one chance the base for na ba no na omo so ye stronger ebe mo bia ba obetimi abo no ho so because say hey dad man we ye na me di agro na me kofi a wan hwa nyame na me ba say automatic yi say we kofi a me na me ba wan hwa di pa afro ne be ba se be mu bi asete abat omo begin no omo nya ne me yi say de be ya obi nche da nko nyama say go chama ti a wo sresre wo ha nyina no ase enzuo mu say adware na je say ase ye ne sre a wo sre bi sa ne adade no don't create where there is no hole. Yes, obi be wuram. What I say, ya futu keke. Yes, ya futu keke na mde mom. Obi obeye bia no, bia ontimi nkan obeka no kura kire wa. Weka just say no. Ade na course nura na de. It shouldn't have happened. Say nsu mo dware na de. Na so mo free.
But you need dware afi, me na
chairman. Chairman no. Oh you serious. So what chairman? Ode mami ni mi gana men ko mi ya ro be kawa. Odo to be Ruabank for sika be savings account, current account, salary account, fixed deposit account, susu account, cash collection services. Odo to be Ruabank na me come for ede ama wo se odo sika be kwa kosi ho. Pacho odo sika si ho na ohia susu a loan a ye ma susu loan or business loan, overdraft, salary loan, overdraft, funeral and social loan, microfinance loan, GBU loan, sawa loan, fast track loan, cocoa loan, car loan, ni nyina no odo to be Ruabank eye ho adwuma ewo ho Western Union money transfer, MoneyGram, mobile money ene niema aka nyina na odo to be Ruabank on head office no ewo Jakobu sa enso ena bi ewo boase be kwa se wanse maku krofrum adwen kwanta Roman Hill Agricans ma utafo santase ebu akwa na fi tutuka Pure Natural Health Clinic Dr. Kankam Sebra yere Kankam bites abedwa so pacho honam yo ya omensese meyi uwo sisi yade akope Kankam bites nenom yere Kankam tie stop mixture abedwa so wa wanu mu ato a wontie aduane de malaria typhoid fever umoja ni ntimi ni afro sane yi Kankam tie stop mixture Kankam cool capsules ma wana kuku edi onya wadru no we adwuma no wabra fa Kankam ointment fa sasa na ho ntimi ento Global Net Foundation boa Ghana National Fire Service for etimi edi odwuma adeti akade ne niam fire service hia no Global Net Foundation NGO se nyina yenkamum ne yempesa ne ma emfa emwa wo mwa bi apesa ode boa se yesikafuma na se eye niema efamu a fabra Global Net Foundation for officer wo airport runabout oni Jofel catering services no ene die ne hwe won momo number ni 0556 938043 0556 938043 ana fi momo merchant ID no enso eye 034224 034224 Focus Institute of Journalism Sebra obese usua kwan faso kan kasebo akan news presentation, sports journalism, desk joking, news gathering, media law and ethics, social media management, program hosting, camera handling, video and sound editing, flying of drones, ningina no brother Focus emausa entity no school no office and I say administration send bia ma baby a wo bia e bia na wo akiri uni kumase obebisa say hin na obeda akọ school hostel facilities ho e de ma wona wo akiri obetumi afre number 0243 115466 0243 115466 na onso no oba bisua de wo Focus Institute of Journalism Sunkwa Homeopathic Clinic Sebra diabetes di unya hepatitis B C ulcer stroke prostate enlargement cuckoo pressure menstrual disorder cancer na se gonorrhea yade no dose no bema wadwojo malaria fibroid usisi ya wo asthma white baby ba kope Sunkwa Homeopathic Clinic yedin ne honam se ye Sunkwa ti yaboa ama obi a yade abanimu no onyankwa wo yare afo ani kire Sunkwa asoye ye wokumase edwoso asotwe police station junction edwoso asotwe mom ne ye wo police station junction wa fre Dr. Sunkwa 0553 853900 0553 Beauty Lady Sanitary Pad and I make come for the ama oba ohia pad ye papa and one Beauty Lady Sanitary Pad they tell say we no ne wense no wa kama nti o te tara etare yi papa na etimi absorbo o pa fatuo wakoto bi no unyusu ifansu cap be mienu gum still etimi absorbo se o the boy etimi absorbo blood yi papa man can be about so na yi infections efiri wo ho infections ahodo no eyi edifiri wo ho Beauty lady sanitary pad oto panty liners esa aka ho adan na wonkoto bi oba shops ahodo nyina won sa beka bi dodo opa no fo ni kire Remarco Company Limited oba antima GNTC won de no dodo abakro mu 0244 460347 0244 460347 oba odi e beauty lady sanitary pad Dank Natural Health Complex enemu yade ahemfie ni ho enam yade etimi si wa wo ho kwan ma onya kidney problem liver problem wani timi frail skin utimi nya yade wani basa affect wa adwene nyina akra wan hwe betima ma wabodam enam yade niema ye no unsa odwonso na emu hyehyew unsa wayase uyam na ase ho taaye oyapa di adanse se uye nya nam yade fever ta cheche basa onum adure ko na aba about me discharge be ma wo se sufita bi wo be ma na no saa niema nyina sisi a di adanse se enam yade haw na se ebasa hospital no ye ba akopɛ ɛyɛ Dank Natural Healthcare omo ena wadru a obetumi ɛde agyewo wagini pa bebre nkwa bra na wonye won kwa echa kwan ɛwɔ pechi number 2 ubesi wɔ Trade Junction pechi number 2 Trade Junction 0244 017556 0244 017556 Dank Natural Health Clinic yesi ahoto fie bra na ohun ento yewie ɛwɔ Wofa J Herbal Clinic na abadwafo entena se Wofa J Herbal Clinic cocoa pressure hepatitis B menstrual disorder cancer kidney failure uwogono diabetes ulcer hernia na oriensa wa oriensa kan de bia obehia no atan enye ono a bia obehia no nyamania papa nyamania saa anyum no wototo ewania Wofa J Herbal Clinic de adu be kan ama ensa wie no wagya sexual weakness oba so awuni atenka wo stroke malaria anase fibroid udompe ukase mu na ye oya wachiri kase anase okasa enka wo onum ni nyina no fo ni kire Wofa J Herbal Clinic o de duru ebetu saa nyare wa ahodo no ase ede ama na kire kwan wo aputuja abontem new side Carpenter Junction ho na Wofa J Herbal Clinic wo friend was 0244 057175 0244 057175 now ne Wofa J Herbal Clinic intimi eni enkomo ya debesia enwumre boiling point beba ti ya yenhia sabre de odefo ene abadwafo tenase na fei wo de mpense mu discussions no etimi ato aso de amao ene adopei mehu se mpenfo atenase sofo a oya amanyosem se madwene ho a menti ase ba sofo so se obetuma ya amanyosem abra still are we clean
that's not revenue for you
menka say asofo ntimi nyo but I am talking about say perception aye word fa amanyofo ho no eni sofo di o say si a say obi koto sofo say owo say be abosomfi a ebe yankrofo ho say sofo di e wonye otena bia say say tro na ka say ense yi say otena feudi fo otena bia konkron ni ana say nyame nipa say otena feudi fo otena bia ba say ankrofo hunu amanyosem say ya ye feudi fo otena bia ntina na meka mu yi sa perception free tinka obe encourage more asofo so mu wura amanyosem
asofo kwa na se kedi o man so
okay
so what I say
anu say de wa ma ade gya na enkodi obi o ye be contest isi nkrofo ama ade be akodi nkrofo no chama still maintain
all right I was so you ready so 18 minutes past 9 Reverend Ben Osunkroma Asqua NPP constituency chairman Atena says Honorable Mohammed L.A. Jara presiding member as Pong Municipal Assembly. Many more ena ABD and more enano ena yankoma yedi the primary health care sabri abaiwe upon tuma and akadia wade amoma. In fact, I raised a lot of concerns. I can't afford to do a trauma dream over. You better be home and come on and pay. After you know, my holding Honson. If so a cassava home patches say, and I'm a holding moon, no widely. And the boy didn't call international crank and said I had it, and also in national papa biasa. But then you know, electricity company of Ghana, and you call that or the chopper Magana for say, you know, check a cramo. And your post in your pen, Mampini saw the cassava teams at the end, you do so. Now, as any maybe NPP for catching say doom season and no almost or more year. And if you didn't do a hard ECG for the Juma, a break or sense I try them. I know a Kahumbi and ama ehunu sentu so ebedi nko afi enra the base movement omo nso apa omo head office ho entuma yate ewe echi nso ne se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, flag bearer for the NPP, Akushia, Honorable Ken, privately in the Nkomo Bain on the Yenya details. Neko Basse, on an Aquacase, Brefia, and I meant for baby. So for now, the Honorable Ken NPP. Or Rajanzi came and for baby, Yenya Juma Muma, the BC. Then in Ra, Eja, and see a war, store back from Senior, and I'm okay, Chairman Yan, and just a war divine. And also a home and Chairman Marshall and home to say.
I mean, we okay.
If they're ready, as
Mr. Salam, some way. To console a cheat.
Honorable and Pumbo, if they're ready, as Chairman Yanshan Common say, the end of a person be ready.
Let me share the kind a jar at all. Dubai market.
Okay.
Idea a hard dream. Having because nipa doma iguo do na free central market and na a move ko and then near share sa market wo sese no enya de kitwa na eja to sa nso a na se ya anya ntemo a andumu na affect other shops we can say my wife shop wo hono the other time the na she
oh
and she be na nso so no ya ma omo nko about this time enko ye because e buy no nse say omo ebe ye ehu adwuma no na omo timi anya ekwan akomu no omo nyanye nti no ye besre ye maame no ne ye nuanu mu a omo wo market wo no say ya omo nya hwe yi we a ye kan ye say baby start ye no na manches and candle and nyame bi a eja kana ebetumi ahye ntenten tisi nyame na fafi ma omutumi eso ano enten na ebi nso wo ho a saa nhwe han no se nipadom ko ekohia ba bi sa na se ebi mu hu ye o mahin ni saa ne ma no enti se nipa no kwa wo se emusie bi kura fi ba bi a oni nipa no nkasa enti no alete no so but ya ne ye wi fi se enyi ono ejinsemu anyi ono nko na be affect so ye ne ye stock ra ni okwa etimi affect ye nti ye be stress se kra a omkotan kra na ade tokwa so adi ye ntade ni nyira ne se mahama kokoskei ontu ai so wo so betu 25 bo ma ho no mfa nya nyombe ti no mkokotena ho a since October be sine untu a se scan ye debe e ma mti no omkotan ho ye ntade na ye ntade na ja waja akobia na owura achichi kakra esa ba be shidi anti se asem kese na ayedebe abafi ti ye besre ye nuanom na omo ehwe se de be ya yi beto yi na ejai ja hihye no emebio na fi managers no so ewo ho no omo periodically no brand brand no omo educate wo mo so bi asesrofo anu ma che wo mu na bi a fire service for no mo ababa be training won abeka abenya omo kasa kire said ye be ya omo betumi ehu eja ho enhihye na saa atorenche muwe no ebi ensa enkonko babio eno eyade a ebeboa pa omunya kasa kire emam na bio nsuso no eno ase yase na fire extinguishers bi wo wa omutumi di kan edi edundum ebre eja na ase ansa na fire service for ba omo provide bi so ho ewo ho na fe omo san training won go de bo ho na nipa no wan che ne se de esi yuso na bampo fi mu a bo ti se de krama esi samina ho so ho nti no bibisa na ba omo san training won se ojabi so a ntempa no na omo akofa fire extinguisher no na omatumi e de aso ano na bi omo san fa sa fire detectors ni be so embo because a big market yeah omo fa mo bo say de be ya sa smoke ni musie ni bi ba omatimi ehu na atimi abo won ho ba ntino kakra metumi aka fa adwadifoɔ no ɛdeɛ no ho na mesa da bio nso so a ɛyɛ wɔde sɛn primary health care na yɛ papa Mahama ɔde aba no yɛapom din ho sɛm deɛ yɛ adeɛ ɛhunya so ho yɛ adeɛ ɛhunya paa nti wɔso ɔde ba bɛka national health
the money when I wake up, got the energy on 100, and you know we got the vibe.
I'm wow. Oh, me who say mama ambulance. Mama ambulance. Because who said, sir, Prajiano, a yama a papa so. Where they call rural areas. I charge 6 months. What does somebody make? I charge 6 months. What's the baby? I break it down.
So I'm paying more than
what's he saying?
And yet ambulance.
What's he and send you about him?
Nemo. Say over the southern part of Ghana, unlike the northern part, I heard most of these health workers are using motorbikes. Yeah, and don't own any motorbikes. And you know my this tricycles.
I am
or some on Cassie and or some most the part don't any. Okay, and said
now they have done any.
Nti ya no nti no mudi we na ba na we nso no o boot enema a omede be kọ ni nyina omede boom kama na che so omede akwa kwenta nye ambulance
okay
but because you had kunkura se ni bia omakwan no ka edin se bitima ba and the ones ne bitimi awurawura wa mo makoye
and okra but we no the buy when dey so unse na kese o
the go na kese
na kese na tuma ya adwuma ni because when the ties ni susa and I can also nye. Maybe I'll cry. I have intiminko. What said the panic do or SCIM? Intiminko. Tina then the woo yen year and why and precum. That's about Febina, a bedu babina, and in now break it down. What that's my making? In my busumi siape. Most a baby break it down. When they fanfare keke and all the other. Oh, I didn't know why your papa precum. Ambulance. Near where Mona with the babes are delivering.
Ambulance and Casadi.
Ebeba da bay.
Well, send your man once and ambulance. But when they say I know for the rural areas, we have.
Sir, you, I'm in Kevin show. And this is a memo win, and the mamma memo win. A casa keke.
Casa.
And then I know on your on a casa, send BBI dialogue.
But there's nothing wrong with dialogue.
There's nothing wrong, but what did I know now? A year 24-hour economy. Didn't I make us now not no the year 24-hour economy. Now not no the chair a cocoa for eka. So I say, and I don't know the year BBR. What I say a casa man or mocha. But emfa so be a year Emma. To say yem pecasa no your action. So by action, no dear then baba near whom.
Chairman to us.
Ultimately,
primary health care. Or the academic and then you
we no Praja we no
yes
me say akase o bi o akase bi okoma
chairman do ba just went to me adwuma na
me say we timi tito kuma say ha kwa bi timi tito
na so Praja na ye hu ne da de dey ye hu ne dey tito na case tito
na na
no ambulance ba ku ya akase
ka fi ase ba
nti ba si wa Praja ma pa ni ejira so e ka ni do ali egbe as the center boot.
But you impress ya he said no big push when a young bush was a big push pile what I say money be danger
yes yeah my fa kwen we na menchia me electoral area people in Great Asabi any party penny for as a Koremanpo municipality, the party executives, the current chairman and the immediate past parliamentary candidate and all the executives, and our polling station executives, no interest per Meko Secretary Yamiadoma, ABA nominations, Mechia Omonina, and Duran Omubi, a friend saying nomination for polling station elections. And I think in my electoral area, Yatobi, I'm almost a Bia Betmia Kofa. Provided what through the or your books. Ye demand amount for party for ena ye teo muka say na polling station, for saying polling stations, designated polling stations. So at the time registration no obia timi culture ni dia. And so the little way we can also take the difficulties this government is putting us into is to get something small to buy the funds for them to assuage the sufferings that they are going through, and that is exactly what we are doing. And I'm at say amount for Bebre na at top forms on our delegates say obi abetimi akofa. When him say NPP and beacon of democracy. When it comes to democracy, we are second to none. A bomb body say would set the standard very high so that the other political parties can learn from us. That is exactly what we are doing. But me pese me hwe dumso no kakra. Me chini de enshada en clear. I need to make use of brofo na I'll mix it with the English. Yes. Now, since the inception of Abanwe from 2025, Omat me I build on so many things. The previous government, so many foundations, the previous government and the previous government is starting in terms of yes, in terms of the economic indicators, the solid foundation the previous government early they came to build on it, and I'm not shy to say what me achieve some remarkable achievement in terms of inflation, in terms of civilizing the CD. The dollar CD rate is hovering around 10 to 12 since 2025. It is something positive, something that we hope it impact the life of the people. And if you look at inflation, they took it from almost 23% and brought it down to about single digit now. Is something we commend them. However, a bar a friend saying electricity, is a major challenge. It's one of the major reasons affected the former President John Dramani Mahama in the 2016 elections, because he cover the electricity, obia rely on it. And say small and medium enterprises, they dominate they are the drivers of the economy. And if they thrive, the economy thrives. The barbers, the hairdressers, the small industries that we have within our enclaves, all of them rely on supply of electricity. Unfortunately, history study has revealed that from 2011 to 2016, each day they were losing $2.2 billion each day. And what it means is that it increases their cost of production. It also led to low productivity. It also led to loss of job. And then unemployment was on the rise. It escalated, and the government has no solution to that. And all this culminated to ensure that the government loses its position at the post in 2016. And I think that Oman see lessons. NPP by they added a lot of tons into our generational capacity. They ensure that they did a lot of maintenance work. In opposition, you believe it say all the challenges FAC NDC at the time were liquidity issues, cash, needs scanty because of economic mismanagement. The credit it me a solve dum so no. The whole 4 years of NPP won't mean kai the last day year dum so area. These are factuals. These are factuals. Nobody can contest this. And for that time, we have reliable and stable electricity supply across homes, industries, small, medium enterprises. And we know at the time we reduced the unemployment rate drastically, though universities and other tertiaries have been getting a lot of graduates out of school, and it's also increasing the unemployment rate. But yet me aye jumadin ye nhyehyɛ foforɔ bebree aboa the youth of this country. Look, the national ID card identification that came, I can assure you that it helped myself. I'm a beneficiary of that. We benefited. Young people were recruited. They were working and they're taking less than 2,500, 3,000 at the time. And it benefited a lot. It gave them startup capitals to work. We also didn't stop there. We came out with one district, one factory. After stabilizing the electricity problems, the industries need supply of steam to ensure that they continue to be in business and produce more for our people. The hairdressers who cannot even purchase a plant or generators to power and get electricity to do their work, we ensure that at the time we're stable. So cost of production is less, they maximize their profit, and they expand their businesses to employ more people. That is exactly what the New Patriotic Party did after taking over power. And until we exited, when we're exiting, we make sure that we left certain reserves. That is government to me, I use so abwa to ensure that the electricity will be stable throughout. In the later part of our administration, we faced more challenges because some cables were worn out and theft issues. And that is when NAPO came and say, ye be doom SECA. You get it? And that is exactly the point, because at that time, the NDC were forcefully arguing that we must give the Ghanaian people the timetable so that they can plan their life. Unfortunately, today, from January to date, electricity was stable from January up to around June, July. That is when Omo Ankasa, they have to feel the impact of whatever they are doing. Unfortunately, Omo let it down. Omo antime enye nhyehyɛ foforo betime aboa kanea no ejina. Ono na yɛ asɛm no. I think last 3 years na me kai BBA for Ofurukrom member of parliament. Was see our challenges with the electricity is dire, and in no time Ghanaians will feel the consequences, because aban we no omobae no, they are doing family and friends, and they are doing chronism, because almost see contract no say say unim obi energy ministry now will be me ama contract. Meanwhile, you don't have any background, no capacity to execute the work. About 26 contractors who do not have any history of any proper working relationship with the electricity company of Ghana are currently those who have won their contract, and most of them are through sole sourcing, something that they bastardize and criminalize it and say is bad. The provincial government here use single sole sourcing and fa emanuska. Unfortunately for them, I would not argue in the same light, because sole sourcing Mira every friend saying Parliament of Ghana, and it is within the right of every Ghanaian or any institution to rely on sole sourcing to ensure that certain emergency situations are solved before they escalate. Exactly what we did, and they busted that when they came to they are doing worse of it within a year. So I believe that by the time they get to their 3rd year, the Ghanaian people would begin to show them the red card. NDC themselves will hand over power to us cheaply without struggle. I am convinced about this, because to me, and I can tell you that there is nothing that NPP and NDC. There's nothing to me. Take all the sector of the economy, where we've met it and where we've left it, with the help of COVID to ravage world's economy. Like I'm telling you, last election, NPP would have won the election convincingly. These are people, trust you, year campaign, see NPP for dad and nurses say, you bet you more allowances, but allowances in contempt. And the nurses be catch say allowance delay is better than allowance cancelled. But sako nurses catch they identify one problem the nurses are facing, which is posting after school. And catch teachers say to abanu ma enya allowance asem na beka allowance na ya who ye school no, that is where you need job to be self-reliant. Yeah, you be postimus straight away without any difficulty. Maybe so, is that what is happening, Mr. Foxy? Is that what is happening? Omo dada omo, and I can assure you that the nurses, the teachers are waiting patiently. That I know this government cannot overturn anything. They are already in the middle of mess, and there's nothing that can take them out of the mess because they lack ideas, they are breadth of ideas, and they don't have the technical know-how, they don't have the men to do that. They only thrive in propaganda, and in government, we are propaganda. We are propaganda. The difficulties and your food soldiers will expose you. And that is exactly what we are witnessing. So, Mestre John Dramani Mahama, after putting a heavy levy on us, one CD dumso levy, say ye atom na ya tia one CD levy no, or your fuel pumps are. You will make sure that you resolve the intermittent power supply. Unfortunately, tia misu mitias canobi. See diesel diesel hovering around 16 to 17 cities. And a friend is saying Petro, I think it should be around 13, right? 13, 14 cities. The one city is impacting only me because your tears can and almost me, I don't have pain. Say me tears car, would you use cano? Am I a man free SHS? Free SHS no be me benefit directly, but me of us be me na be me baby me nua be or benefit. That is visionary leadership. With taxes no be say be catch you say part of your taxes no dey use etua mo manu school fees. At the time me say free SHS no, Lee Okran at that time no na education minister was see yentime ye say 20 years time. Say obe kaya video bi kura e koram Sammy George mu any okujato ablakwa omu koram free SHS 419 yeah omu ye campaign last election no omu praise omu no mo di free SHS back room ha, and they were able to convince some Ghanaians omu no mo share. Meanwhile template kura mo nebi, but omu adada amon forsa omu si eduane bi nkola numnu dinu enye eduane ne nye uko square yanka no kura kire ye ho. Me frustram na me ba ha fufuro no, the kind of food me di me fie no mean to me and yet the same food here. I'm here to struggle and make life better for myself and my family. So it's not about luxury. That food or moody at the time is building them, propelling them to become future leaders with sense of nationalism and patriotism. But yes, as you see, maybe so what kind of food omu serving on Kolano? That and it's even worse now.
Really?
Meanwhile, mostly inflation above form. Mwatimi echi dollar no ejina fa kumbako. But up to date, nyamobo eswa neko. It tells you say they are doing some cosmetic and some insincerity with the management of the economy. A hard unit because it affects investors, especially those who normally engage in import and export, because of the fluctuating or the relatively lower CD that they are having now is affecting a lot of businesses. But that is not the crack of it. The crack of it is that this government has failed to demonstrate that they are people-centered, they are individual-centered, and they are thinking that Omwad Tinab opposition at 8 years. And until they are grabbing everything left, right, center. In opposition, Omukasia and then Omasi Somwajin. In opposition, Omusi Omube direct transfer of teachers after school. And then Omube be a portal no. Within 2 hours, direct posting of teachers. And then Omusi Omuntime for teachers, scan new onti. Omube be a portal within 3-4 hours. Omunya be 6,000 members, no lucky portal no. What is more damning than this one? Is this the democracy we are building? Is this the promise they made to the good people of Ghana? The local people, your best remo, say, compare and contrast the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and that of John Dramani Mahama. It is there for everybody to decipher. Say Akufo-Addo waye ni hupa waye ejumadin. Ye ba aban no, every sector of the economy is in coma. But yetimi aye ejumadin nhihye fufuro, ye reduce taxes. A lot of taxes on Modiba Kroma ha. Yetimi a reduce taxes, you know. I remove a lot of taxes. They yen share fufuro, one district, one factory, one district, one ambulance. In fact, ambulances, you know, now me too kind some time ago, me call Bolga, me call research be. Minya accident. I also had the benefit of that ambulance. Or no, chem woko Bolga no na won't say accident see. Then was a son or he turned and then took me to Tamale Teaching Hospital for treatment. So sickness does not discriminate. And that is exactly what the New Patriotic Party has done. And I'm hoping that this government will be shown the exit come 2028. This will be my preliminary comment on the issue.
Remy Foods Company Limited, all the spices, Papa, Abai Gaswa, purely natural. All the others say, Oberpaco Pibia, to now the Abapen Wepian. Natural, no mind Abai from San. It told the Nubian come up, Yebian Empire, ye. Emma would number charters, yes, if you know the crowns are what's in the power. Remy chicken spices, Remy essence, Remy jollof spices, Remy beef spices, Remy goat spices, Remy stew spices, Remy ginger and garlic spices, Remy mixed spices, Remy shrimp spices, Remy adobo spices, and all peppers. And I do all of the flavors on the count. Remy chicken essence flavor, Remy shrimp essence flavor, Remy beef essence flavor. Now, Opibiatua. Swami, Omne Biana Water Company, and I assure you, Bantama market, Omo Pino Pair, and Acacia Gate 2 first floor on somewhere Doom, Omo Bay Ultimate Fashion. For 0266712121, 0266712121. Happy Family Capping and Physiotherapy Hospital at Dr. Nico Edan on the Sebra. And tonight, my idea and count and to over the capping and SI idea. From both ready pedrin run mojani. Na yade bia I will no ye from Yamantin Mwesi, Ama Mojanin Timini Afrosani ye. And Yana won't a from a top record. It is diabetes, fibroid, yade and a how an answer hepatitis, Nuna, or Mobile as our yade, or put to drink a yaw so fabra, and as for 9 ahum, fabra, not one show, and so yade, or me Juma a Jordan Pussy, the piano panel what you could see. And you read no 9. Remember that a free panel soon, and I don't see any phenomenon. Juma to see we are one only pum, only pum, my own so. What they said, yes, Lipebian, I say, I feel on West Sono. I just saw Kwamo Highway and our own wall. Maybe I've organized and one hour Remon said if I swear. If you know where you turn wall now, and our own for 0272 314 9500 272 314 950 and 059333 6830 059333 6830. All right, Chairman.
Yeah.
Yeah, here last issues. You know about it.
Me share we no electricity need them.
Okay.
Me brother o kasa come up no correct because sika semu some $1 na ba for. No correct stable na stable was say ma nyuma soso ejina enya ahoden na ankrankra obi atumi kɔ na adwuma so na kakra oso wɔn nso nya na wɔn nso tumi die wɔn ankasa mpuntuo ɛwɔ wɔn asekyerem but ɛde ne yehu dumso ɛna sisi ɛyɛ dɛ ɛkɔso nokwasɛm amanfo din a wɔn ayɛ nyinaa no ɛkyerɛ sɛ nokwasɛm ni wɔn anu wɔn ho wɔn dɔfo adaadaa wɔn wɔn de wɔn color TV akwaje black and white eche pefe se NDC for year se omo ba dum so no ebejai ba me ka so dum so afa na ebe koso pepa na eba be na wagya akunya no ato hɔ no na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aba befa akunya no na wayɛ ɔman no yie de aman na saa dum so no de ɛsan sɛ yɛ nnwuma we no ɔse ɔde 24-hour economy eba na anadwo dum so betmatena esumu de ayɛ adwuma so nya de abɛboa yɛn nti no se de ne kasa ba akwa ba beto mu ne sɛ nya priority we are sure say what they say dum so no akania na ejina so no enya ne priority oh yeah enya ne priority na ka ne priority nanado minwe ka say nanado mfie nan nyina ya hu dum so but buy wa ma de no ekofom say apology o chopa no mo de nam musa chance na me kasa me say o mbibia ye kasa enya kasa ne ne epo koso kania na man yenye bi mfampam ye niama yenye bi emfa enso ye fridge nton ye nam on so kania no yenti mfa nye enwuma ne sika mra ye botom so scheme watwe e dia kogu watwe free system ni na ye ho e kire ye na wo sa de dum so ne baba dia enwuma nyina besa akofo no kwase wo ko advanced countries mbe bi say China mo a kania ejina so saa o omkwa de ayi din kania no mde ye disco saa so ebro so na de bi ye disco na mo so abe wait me de bi ye disco so what I say ono so na ka say 24-hour economy no be ma disco so be 24-hour economy and free ni kasem nti no me ade ba kwa me san dwen ho so ne say ana me san sense kan sa minister no John Jinapon ko on reshuffle.
Oh, are they?
The entity say 2016 on na minister. On na oka Kofi Abo anwa no mu ya ne didum so ne bae. No wasa I repeat no. The entity American sa ne say oyi ni free wa dum so ne be free ho no. Because hu say sa branch no obo moden otumi edum me edumi da sum mo otumi de ebe kasa de kire ma eto akoma so but say ne kasa ne ehia action omo so kania na mai because kania kura na no ukoto credit na sesi na de be na ko na no me koto obi just 5 days
and the other time they are not a ship
so I'm not say we kwa o can be so I just say tumunya mu afi anu ntum na sa nyama na omo ye na omunjai na yenuma nso entumi nkoso kama ebetumi ayiri ya ho ayi yenuma ema enema mu aye den kra no ye de be koya no de ebetumi ayi nti madese de ne se omaka ne ntina so se nya sa de a ne $10 na what say dollar na I was say about 10 cedis ne 12 cedis no anhwe be san apagya akoso afei yeah
all right
minim say the base no a
okay, quick one, and I'll finish call.
yeah, quick one. The base me buy na moka. Quantity can see every idea. You guys say the tears from trial because political party and you fitting around with you. And not from sir. Because when me who say same crown almost shas here, and now we didn't move, but they say no. Much of you so you need the base in Ankasa. They say no mumra bontin say be answer must akopie court na ade omuma ye hu the base na nkasa na ye so ye kan asem a ye de afa honum because me hu say agwo o mani so o agwo o mani so na ukoje officer wo di swimming pool nyina ba
what is wrong with
politics na your business any bread mo enye ka me dia kom ebaji advice fi mo a swimming pool mo ye fro no come de wono da bia ye office
that's just adana no mess e dey o mess dida enya fe no mo ba be si so mo office na e dey e wo ho dida
o metimi dia
e na o mo de eye o mo bi na swimming pool no wo ho dida enya so mo si
o metimi a collapse no because the purpose no o ti as nipa na wa the down no o di si idea o di si se no sa idea ni ni obi se mo akwaje no mo se mo de be politics wo de be politics dia enie e ho no e also close to now we hear offices be there attached.
Okay, for your information Mr. Tibu should be on one so na tipai
na ene mesra no wate a obia ne ni obia ne ni ibia manso bi atwe but mo mfa ono abokan Japan entitale ho so om de Kennedy edin tita ho percent say ni din what I say ha nti mesra omo a Kennedy nya na adwen say or the base but om na twetwetwe no a to om do makwaje om sika every baby say om meye deda om de om ni om sika Kennedy onye ready say
All right.
Obeko the base
Or
NPP.
Honorable.
Eza Rosie, me de me pese meka Baume's private and personal engagement with the major stakeholders in the contenders in the last election, and they are the part because we peninia and won't adeɛ asɛ ansa na wobɛsɔre sɛ wobɛsesei no na wobɛyɛ no yie nti. So it is a welcoming news and very refreshing say Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wahye ase ahyia watumi ahyia honorable Ken Ohene Japan were part of the members of the party in the early stages wa some party no yie party no ma wa bo party no with his intellect, physical and resources. Untimi nka your party no asem that Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. But yeah, NPP believe in democracy of contest. And time be media miswa, but untimi nka the last time NPP eco primaries no be en contest. This year for me government na sitting president no one year contest bia na yakwa popular acclamation. Saa pepepe na time bia. And as a go through history from 1992 your contest ni nyina are very rigorous and very fearful and then and in a very close contest every time NPP call contest internally for your history in 1992 uba your history in 1996 in 2000 in fact you go to 1979 where UP was splitted. Ube said every time NPP goes to internal elections is very very highly contest, and at the end of the day you're taba back now you're forming a very strong a formidable force na yetimi wini abano. And in opposition, anytime there is a breakaway, it doesn't affect the opposition party. Already a history. I will say it's only when you are in government and people break away from you, it has a potency of affecting your base. So, but nonetheless, would engage all of those who want to break away to form the base. Once they are party people, omuto abano omutuma party no a ebesre omo say omunto abano ma NPP omonhwe where baby the elephantis omonto abano mae. But political party exists only to win political power to form the next government. And there are so many theories bet me about you. You don't form political party with the aim of maybe becoming a soccer fan, with the aim of trying to steer controversy in somebody's camp in order to be getting some juicy contract. That is exactly what we are witnessing. And I'm a mean card be a kai ye party in no any party base for no. We a young person and a young girl who per se would actually be ya who NPP ni. Mama will be ended out say ko join the beast. O future is finished. Take it. Those guys who move the alantirmantechi no. And then omo dudu ano asa aba party no. Omo contest police station. Omo won say nipa kro no mpeni no ono be yusumu. No akwa akonye ni duty contract. No wajamu. Alantirmante we party no ba. Wa bo party no with his intellect. Party no so abuano amani opportunities. Almost 8 years in office as trade minister. Comfort time no wanye 2 different ministerial positions. Omo enjoy wo woni me yambi say ho ye di party no che since we turn 18. Then yanya hwi but ye o jide say party no besa ba aban ha yen so ye die no ye betimi anya. So this is not the time say who be from party no akojenu the base. Who call the base, you know, we don't even know who the leaders are. And I can say this confidently.
They know their leaders. What's your problem?
And my problem is that the young people in the country should not go and join an organization that is dead upon arrival.
Sure.
No direction, no vision, is self-seeking. Omo pese omo use the base. Nkwala no omo achi omo koho. Now they send to the ruling government say, yo, the youth. We as a breaky NPP, na NPP back opposition ache. No matter what, they cannot break the New Patriotic Party.
Okay. But that's it. I mean, for just some few calls. 0594 020 395. I'm just picking about 3 or 4 calls because of time. Now, yeah, wrap it up on this. 0594 020 395 at your favorite. Now, you need come. Good morning.
You've got a great idea. GoDaddy has the perfect domain name to go with it. It only takes a few minutes to register one with over 500 extensions to choose from. Plus, every domain comes with the AI-powered experience, Aero, which will create essentials like a logo and landing page for you in minutes. With 80 million names sold, GoDaddy is the world's #1 domain registrar. Take your idea online today.
May I say, good morning. Maybe I try and make a say. Maybe I try you. Mr. With us, good morning. Maybe I try and make a say. All right, you too. Sure. Chimami, quickly. Okay. But that's it. Yama of Ofro Crime, Yinti, be away by my last but one caller. na ya wrap it up dwumadie no eso. Good morning. Hello. Good morning, Master Dan. Adom na also e. Yeah, they ready as well they bring to body tell mommy. I'm free. Say the same now be son. I'm here. Who you know NPP for? No more here. Me too. There be Master Dan. No, Master Dan, you are getting too emotional. Master Dan, T. Master Dan. And yes, see, and I'll communicate. I know you very well. But me, Master Dan. Wampa. The Master Dan, Wampa. Master Dan. Oh, Wampa. Master Dan. Master Dan. Me minty. The science. That word now you see. Master Dan. Master Dan. Hey. I'm here before I'm too many more. I'm young now. Master Dan, I am a why? Hey. Hey, I say more. Good morning. But you want to be last caller? Why me y'all me children more market? Hey, what you be here? Okay. Hey, now someone's my house are the best way Sana would say. Hey, Sana would tell Oklahoma. Makuma Hamusa, the best one. Boy. All right, but my choice now I was I wish you a happy birthday. Is a man to be